Today my presentation is on how to keeping Frostburg clean, so let's get into it. My research question I want to bring up is, how can we as students keep the level of trash and recycling under control? Because trash and recycling take away the beauty of our campus when it is being thrown on the ground, and we have to be thoughtful and not careless, because if there's a campus tour happening and there is trash and recycling like bottles, wrappers all over the walkway, that's dangerous, and it's going to give a bad impression to the guests. So when reusing water bottles, that's okay because it saves you money, and it also helps by saving you throw away the same bottles over and over again, because plastic has toxics in them which then get polluted into the air. So if there's a water bottle that is okay to use, reuse it. Plus, reducing creates less waste, so the less waste we have, the more chance we have of Frostburg being a gorgeous campus and not a messy one. And also, we don't want to overflow the cans with various items because it'll pour onto the ground. So I found this website, Rogue Disposal Recycling, and basically we have to do our part of reducing the amounts of trash. We have to do that as students because we live on this campus. So cut the giant amount of trash in the cans and don't add to it, because if you add to it, it's just going to go all over onto the ground, and then it's going to get blown by the wind to create an even bigger mess. So less waste means less to clean up after an event or a game, etc. The stadium after football games should not look disgusting in the bleachers, especially in the student section, because there are a huge amount of food wrappers underneath the rows, and that is just not okay to leave after you're done. So you have to be thoughtful of cleaning up after yourself. Plus, there are red bins in the stands during the game, so that should be a clue of going to that instead of underneath the bleachers. Penn State has student organizations to clean up their stadium, Beaver Stadium, after football games. There is payment involved based on how many sections they're cleaned up. 3/4 of the stadium are assigned to the people cleaning it, except for the student section. The process of cleaning up the stadium is tedious, takes a long time, but it's a good cause. And I think FSU should do the same thing, because cleaning up is a tedious thing that no one likes to do, but it's a good cause for us to do. When there's a campus like FSU, there are a lot of students living on one giant place, so cleanliness has to be a key factor. Everyone should be considerate of others. We only have one campus, and we should treat it well and not messy. So another article I went into, this is the importance of clean campuses in educational institutions. A messy environment is a distraction to students, because when you're walking to class and you see trash all over the floor, that's a distraction. And plus, it's going to impact students' health, because it can spread germs, and when you spread germs, you're going to get sick, and that is going to lead to a bad chain reaction. Minor problems like water puddles, dusty electronics, overflowing trash cans are what can cause damage to a university. And so that's why we have to keep our campus clean, no matter how tedious the task is. Because a clean campus helps you protect the school, saves money by preventing damage before it even happens. And there are my sources. Thank you all so much for listening.